Have you ever faced a storm so overwhelming that every part of you wanted to run, yet somehow you found the courage to ride the wave anyway? Today, we dive deep into the extraordinary life of Rell Sunn, Hawaii's Queen of Makaha. She faced fame, adversity, and a final battle few could imagine. But here's the twist. She kept riding. By the end of this video, you'll know how Rell transformed fear into empowerment. And I promise, her story will stay with you long after it ends. Coming up, the fearless childhood that shaped a legend, beginning at just 4 years old.
And it was my best friend, and can you imagine when you're 4, to know what love is for the first time in your life? I mean, talk about awareness and consciousness. I mean, I've never felt better, and it's been that way with me forever, and I will always have that love.
Born Roella Kapolioka Ehukai Sunn on July 31, 1950, in Makaha, Hawaii, Rell's middle name meant Heart of the Sea. And from the moment she first touched the water, she lived up to it, and it became her destiny. At just 4 years old, she began surfing, clinging to a worn-out family board almost twice her size. Raised in a beach boy family, the ocean was her playground.
I started when I was 4, and there were 5 kids in my family, and we competed for one surfboard for about 10 years.
She dove among the reefs, canoed, spearfished, and trained with legendary surfers like Duke Kahanamoku and Buffalo Keaulana. When Rell said, "I was 4 years old and I knew I was in love," she wasn't kidding. Coming up, how Rell faced giant Makaha waves as a teen and began breaking barriers no woman had crossed before. And let me ask you, have you ever tried something for the first time that absolutely terrified you? Tell me your story in the comments. As a fearless teenager, Rell was doing what few men dared, charging towering Makaha waves. At just 16 years old, she was competing in the 1966 World Surfing Championships alongside Duke Kahanamoku himself. In the 1970s, she shattered new ground. In 1975, she became Hawaii's first female lifeguard. And in 1979, she co-founded Women's Pro Surfing, the world's first professional surf circuit for women. In 1982, Rell was crowned the world's top female longboarder, proof that her talent matched her unstoppable courage. If you were to carve surfing's Mount Rushmore, one journalist wrote, you'd begin with Duke and Rell Sunn.
Over the years, the ocean has given her strength, and when we think of living life to the fullest, we think of Rell Sunn.
Hawaiian style, and give a little.
Up next, how Rell's greatest impact didn't happen on the waves, but through the lives she touched beyond the shoreline. Coming up, how Rell became a mentor, not just a surfer, impacting thousands through her passion. In 1976, Rell's vision took a new form, the Rell Sunn Menehune Surf Contest, a competition where every child wins. She hustled tirelessly, recruiting sponsors, securing surfboards, collecting trophies. For many Hawaiian children, or keiki, that contest changed everything, giving them purpose, community, and dreams. That contest meant the difference between aimless days and purpose, pride. Even future surfing careers like Sunny Garcia, Johnny Gomes, and many more would find their path thanks to Auntie Rell. Rell got on my case, took me to the beach. I wound up winning, and I knew, this is me, recalls Keone Watson.
Basically, that was a big part of who I became, learning Aloha from Rell. Like watching Rell work a room, watching Rell work a trade show, watching her work a beach, talk to tourists, she just had a moment for everybody.
Beyond surfing, Auntie Rell was many things. A DJ, hula instructor, a lifeguard, counselor, freediver, even a judo black belt. And above all, she was a mentor to anyone in need of guidance. Next, the devastating moment that would test every ounce of Rell's spirit and inspire millions. If Rell's heart for children inspires you, hit like and subscribe. Your support keeps stories like hers alive. In 1982, at age 32, Rell faced her most relentless wave yet. While competing at Huntington Beach, she discovered a lump in her breast. The diagnosis: advanced stage breast cancer. Prognosis: 1 year to live. But surrender wasn't in her nature. Through chemotherapy, radiation, mastectomy, and even a bone marrow transplant, she kept surfing every single day for 15 more years. "The ocean was my sanctuary," she said. Her open-hearted bravery became legendary. Beyond personal battles, she became a counselor at the Waianae Cancer Research Center, hosting programs and giving hope to fellow patients. Coming up next, the extraordinary courage of her final chapter and the enduring legacy she left behind. It's going to move you. Despite her cancer spread to her brain, Rell chose love and life. In 1995, she married fellow surfer Dave Parmenter and continued spreading Aloha until the very end. On January 2, 1998, at age 47, Rell passed away at home in Makaha. At her memorial, over 3,000 surfers and community members paddled out to honor her spirit. Her ashes were scattered in the waves she loved, her surfboard resting quietly on the sand. "She didn't just ride waves. She taught us how to live with grace and courage," said one friend. She was laid to rest in the waves she loved and continues to live through every surfer inspired by her courage and kindness. Next, how her impact continues to ripple through the world to this very day. Don't click away yet. The next moments will show you how one life continues to inspire generations. Rell's spirit is far from gone. In 1996, she was inducted as Woman of the Year into the Surfing Walk of Fame. In 1997, the PBS documentary Heart of the Sea shared her remarkable story with the world. And to this day, the Rell Sunn Menehune Surf Contest remains a beloved tradition, running strong for over 43 years. Every young girl who paddles into a wave in Hawaii, every keiki finding pride in their culture, rides on Rell's shoulders. Now, let's dive into 3 surf moments that truly define the legend of Rell Sunn. Stay tuned. These next waves will give you chills. Rell Sunn didn't just ride waves, she changed lives. Her aloha, resilience, and boundless spirit remind us, facing your biggest wave isn't about the ride you take, but the heart you bring. Here are 3 unforgettable moments when Rell's spirit shone brightest. Number 1. A fearless Makaha mutant sets as a teen. Locals called her Rella Propella for charging outsider-sized barrels, 4 to 5 feet Hawaiian scale waves that left even pros in awe. Number 2. Her triumphant return after cancer. Despite her treatments, Rell paddled into 20-foot Makaha swells, showing fellow survivors that life didn't stop after diagnosis. Number 3. Her final big wave session. On a tsunami watch day, officials warned everyone out of the water. Rell refused to leave, until a helicopter finally escorted her off the lineup. "She didn't ride waves, she commanded them," her peers would say. Hit like if you got chills during those rides. And share your favorite moment in the comments. Rell Sunn didn't just conquer waves, she transformed lives, reminding us that facing your biggest wave isn't about the ride you take, but the heart you bring to it. Now I want to hear from you. If you could ride any wave in her honor, would you dare brave your own fear? Or find your own mission like Rell did? Comment below. What would your wave be? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Final Edge and ring the bell for more inspiring stories. It truly means the world. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Ke o ni nei ka huila, e hua he ua pala nei. Kamau ki ho piha, ke no e mai nei.